Hi, this is Ian Ray with Digitally, and I'll be reviewing Precision Wall Covering's website today for graphic design updates and a couple points on search engine optimization. So first, I want to review your website, and then I'll go over some newer modern website designs that incorporate a lot of elements that help people not only generate business but capture leads off the internet. So first, looking at your website, we can see that it's got somewhat of a dated layout and color scheme, and as well as content display. So right here, they used to use a lot of these frames since monitor sizes were smaller and computers were dated to display a lot of content. But that's since gone away, and it's better to display all your website content on a full page instead of making people scroll in a little box. They want to see a big scroll bar right here, because if your size or window is smaller, then you get two scroll bars. So you want to avoid that at all costs. Second, you want to kind of lay out your phone number and contact information a little bit higher up on the page. Again, people with smaller monitor sizes or on a laptop won't see your phone number right away. They'll see it in the right hand corner. It won't stand out so much. So you want to be mindful of people's ability to contact you off the internet, because ultimately you are using it as a business tool to find new prospective clients. So I'm going to jump over here to a couple different websites to show you some of these elements that need to be implemented into your new website design. I'm going to show you Dell.com, Sony, Apple, and then a couple websites that aren't a big company but still use those same elements. Now you'll notice the websites have a lot less content these days, mostly because people have about 3 to 5 seconds on any given website page, given our higher bandwidth rates that we have these days that allow for larger images. Looking at the homepage of Dell, you see again phone number up here in the top right hand corner. A very important aspect of any website. Even though it's the internet, we have email and different ways to communicate over the web, most people still prefer to talk to somebody on the phone. So you want to make sure they have that option, looking at them in the face, allowing them to call you at any time. The navigation. Side navigation and top navigation are obviously your two options. You want it on the left side of the top. You have the left side. It's not bad. It's fine right there. You might want to stylize a little bit more, so it doesn't kind of fade into the background. Here on some of these websites, you'll notice the navigation is really prevalent, so it's easy to find what you're looking for. The spotlight. Going back to your home page, it's just kind of text. It's an About Us information page. You want to highlight some of the offerings you have for your latest product or your latest service, or kind of like a billboard ad for your company. And then you have content lead ends. This is the home page, so you don't want too much text, but you do want to have a little bit of text so people can see what they're looking for. If we jump over to our website, for example, digitalimedia.com, you'll notice we have the same strategy: a big landscape image, easy to use navigation, real simple. We use our spotlight area to show off the latest websites we've built. And again, you'll actually notice websites are showing up. They have the same thing. Some information about their company, and then content lead ins. And then down here we have our content lead ins. And again, one big scroll bar on the right side. You don't want to have people scrolling through little sections of your website constantly. Again, looking at Dell's website, we can scroll down and see Apple.com employs the same thing: easy to use navigation, a big billboard ad, and then content lead ins. So the home page, we're starting to see a pattern here that people are quick to decide where they want to go next. If you give them too many options, you might end up losing them in the wrong spot and not getting them to where you want them to find out about what you offer. Here's a website that we did that's not for a big company. They're a medium-sized enterprise, but again, using this same modern layout, it's easy for them to direct their users to where they want to get, which ultimately will drive them into generating the leads they want, so they can produce the sales off those leads. Another website, again, real basic information. They have the content about what they offer in case you stumbled upon the website without knowing. Phone number, large format phone number right up here. Contact us. Make it real easy for the people to get a hold of you if they are interested in what you have to offer. They don't have to dig through the text to find the contact us link. Another website, they're not selling anything, they're not capturing leads, but using the same easy to use format makes it easier to digest the content. And then once you get off the home page, you dive into the subpages, and again, there's the similar elements, but there's a little more detail. You have the phone number, and now instead of these content lead-ins and everything else, you just have the content. Up here, again, large format images make for a stunning website. People buy with their eyes. But you do need some value propositions, like right here. It's free. You need to have a call to action. So if they are interested in what you have to offer on that page, it's easy for them to get a hold of you and get started in the process. And then one thing most people overlook is this cross-selling opportunity right here. Really taking advantage of all your real estate on the screen will help you convert that general browser on your website into a prospect and hopefully a customer. Now, so for website design, you do want to refresh your graphic choices here. More complementary colors, less of this dull black, gray, and red that's all over the place. That's not so easy on the eyes. You want to use lighter colors or at least some contrasting colors. Now, I do want to mention SEO because I did a search on your website in Google, and they show these are the pages they have found for you. Now, whoever does your website, make sure they give you unique titles for each page right here. It looks like you have the same title for each page, and Google infers that to mean that you have one website page that has the same content, which obviously isn't the case. And then again, if I pop open your source code real quick, I can see there's no meta information, so the search that just verifies what the search engine already assumed, that you have very little content about what you have to do. And then the coding style here, there's tables. I won't go into details about it, but you want to use modern code standards to not only be found on Google, but increase your chance of being found in the top search engine on Google. Now, I want to show you an example of rainmakerstaffing.com. You can see here, if somebody were to search for one of their keyword terms, which would be like IT staffing Irvine, they'll see Orange County's premier staffing and employment. Employers find an employee and discover workforce analysis tools. Whereas if they were to search for something you do and they might not find it under this current paradigm that you're in, they're not likely to click on precision wall covering, discover the precision different, unless they're specifically looking for you. And if somebody's looking for you and they type in precision wall covering, you're already number one. You don't have to worry about competing for that term. So use what we call behavioral targeting. So people, when they run through, they're going to click you because that's who they are and that's what they're related to. They're an employer. Find an employee and fill an open position. If you were to put precision wall covering and you were to give them a value proposition and a call to action, they're more likely to click on that, just because of the psychology of what they're reading, comparing it to their competition. So to review, you do want a new modern website design with these removing these old standards. And I know this website was probably built a few years ago or even several years ago, and at the time it did follow the standards, but now the web has shifted and so have the users. So take into account not only design but also the coding structure that goes into your website when building it, not only to make it search engine friendly, but increase your chances of being found through the search engine, so you can increase your chance of getting people on your website. And when with the right elements in place, such as all these call to actions and your phone numbers, you'll increase your opportunity to generate more business using your website. And this is Ian Ray reviewing Precision Wall Covering's website.